Nice, Bdub. Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here with Brandon Rolls here in Flagstaff, Arizona, and he's a longtime friend, and we go back since college. So Brandon got to be one of the lucky few to adopt early on with our prototypes with Wizzax, and you've done a few shows now, right, Brandon?
Yeah, I played with the Wizzax probably at least 5 or 6 times by now, and I tried out some of the early prototypes back in the day, and this was like years ago, and now we're moved up to this latest model, and I've been playing this on stage for at least a couple months now, like at least once or twice per month. So yeah, it's been awesome.
Absolutely. I got to see you play on New Year's Eve in Flagstaff, and it looked like people were having a really good time.
Yeah, lots of energy, lots of great energy on stage, and it's so cool to just be able to jump around, move around, talk to my drummer and my bandmates, and kind of call out changes, and I can I can sing from any direction, which is really nice, and even walk into the crowd.
That's a great comment. That not something that we had talked about with other people, that if you're on a stage with a band, you got a horn player over here, the bass player, and different people on stage,
Yeah.
and you're kind of jamming, and so it's like, hey man, we're gonna end the song, or we're gonna go into this section. I've seen you do that where sometimes you have to cue them.
Oh yeah.
And so it's a different, it's maybe a little bit easier to conduct the band.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Every member really does a certain amount of conducting and calling out changes. But yeah, for sure, as the lead singer, the front man, one of the front men, just being able to turn and face any direction and not be, just completely like, a leash or connected to one spot. It's really great.
That's good. Thank you for recognizing that. And what about, so it looks like it fits really nicely on your guitar, and it actually matches beautiful with your gold on here.
Yeah, this particular model fits really well, and I mean, as far as the looks of it, it's pretty awesome. Just like practically matches perfectly with the guitar, and yeah, it's pretty streamlined. It's not too crazy cumbersome. I mean, especially compared to a whole mic stand and a cord, mic cord and everything. Yeah, this is a lot more contained.
Yeah, and let's talk about the microphone itself. Compared to other microphones you've used, how do you feel about the quality of the tone that comes from it?
I think the tone quality is really great. I mean, it's as good as any other mics that I've used before. I actually haven't had any issues with feedback, which is even surprising for any mic, because depending on which direction you turn, if normally when you face a mic in between speakers and monitors, there's a potential for feedback, but I haven't noticed any feedback with this one.
Oh, that's great. And I think the first show that you debuted it up there, if I remember right, I saw you run out into the crowd while you were singing.
Oh yeah, you can easily just stroll out into the crowd and stand next to people and surprise them while you're singing.
That must have been a pretty interesting experience to be like, maybe walk away and you're out in the crowd, but you're like, but my band's over there.
Yeah. You can do all sorts of, just work it into the show. You could have the band starting and you can just kind of stroll in through the crowd while playing and singing, which would be really, really cool to see.
Oh, great. And so it's something that you continue to plan on using on stage?
Oh yeah. I'll definitely use this as much as it's available, and I haven't had any issues as far as like this guitar transmitter, depending on which one you choose to use. These are pretty basic, but they still have been working great. I haven't had any issues with that. So guitar is totally wireless, microphones mounted in place, just moves, and these transmitters, I haven't had any issues with these. So that's great. It's been good.
Well, any other comments or feedback you'd like to that offer?
The only other comment is that Summit Dub Squad is my band, and I go by the name of Bdub The Artist. And you should just catch us like whenever you see us doing a show, or just check out our music worldwide. But as far as that goes, our music is really energetic and rhythmic, and it makes you want to dance and move, and to be able to jump around on stage and sing and move with the Wizzax and with Summit Dub is just like, it's awesome. It's
Yeah, great, iconic band. I would say for years y'all have been serving the Flagstaff and Greater Arizona area and beyond, and so it's been and watching you come out with many albums. How many albums do you have out?
We have 5 albums out, and they're available kind of all over the place. You know, Apple Music. You can listen to our stuff on Spotify. You can do a search Summit Dub Squad on YouTube. It's kind of all over the place. Bandcamp.com. We have all of our albums on that website. But yeah, it's been 15, 16 years that we've been playing shows in Flagstaff and representing the Four Corners area, the mighty Southwest. So yeah, it's been a good ride.
Well, absolutely. Well, it's always been a pleasure to be a great friend, colleague, and now watching you adapt to the Wizzax. It's been a really fun to watch all of this evolve, and I'm super grateful. I thank you for having your face as part of in the name of the Wizzax and on our media. So y'all will be seeing Brandon out there. So also make sure you check out the music, because it's amazing and it's fun. And I've had the pleasure, and Roy, to being on stage with these guys many times over the years, and we hope to do much more in the future. So to that, thank you very much.
Good. Yeah, thank you very much.
The Wizzax, Summit Dub, Brandon, Rawls, Bdub, and thank you.